In my line of work, I see the elderly every day. I have conversations with them. I serve them food. I, I take care of them the way a waiter does, basically. And they talk to me a lot. They talk to me about their lives, their kids, about their values and about their politics, about what they see on TV, about what they believe. And I know that when I talk to them, they don't have much time left. That pretty soon they're going to pass away, and the government will no longer send their Social Security checks. I'm sure Fox News will lose some of its viewership. Gay marriage will get passed in certain states, and eventually that'll happen when they're all gone. And that's the only thing that keeps me going.
People have told me I can't do a lot of things that I've always wanted to do. They told me I can't be president. They told me I couldn't be a teacher. They even told me I couldn't live in a neighborhood without informing everybody in the neighborhood that I'm a registered sex offender.
When my parents got divorced, people would tell me, hey, at least 2 Christmases. But for 5 years, my mom only got me Jack in the Box gift cards.
When I was little, I used to love to climb trees. Pretty much any tree that had low enough branches or that I was strong enough to get up into, I got up into it. So I started learning about the environment and how to keep the environment safe, and I learned about Smokey the Bear. And Smokey the Bear, he always says, only you can prevent forest fires. And I thought that was great, and I never even risked it. And then one day, I saw him. I saw Smokey the Bear out in the woods performing a satanic ritual. And he was summoning the Antichrist. He was summoning the Prince of Darkness. I saw him there, ready to destroy the world. And he had candles. He had open flames in the forest. And I realized there must be a reason they call him Smokey.
My mom, she took me to the zoo. I'd never been to the zoo before, so it was a great time. We saw just about everything there was to see. And a lot of them I'd never seen before. I didn't know the names. But the one I remember the best is she took me to this big outdoor tank. There's land, there's sea, and these big gray, these hulking monstrosities are just kind of lounging around. They're doing their own thing. And I say, Mom, what are those? And she's like, I don't know, son. But I can you hear him? Can you hear him whispering? And I said, no, Mom, I can't hear him whispering. What are they saying? And she said, they're talking about you. They're saying you're fat. They're saying you're ugly. And worst of all? They're saying your favorite color isn't green. And my favorite color was green. My favorite color was green. I knew. And I said, Mom, they're lying. She's, no, it's not them, it's that one. That one over there. He says your favorite color isn't green. And I said, Mom, he's lying. He's lying, Mom. I know he's lying. And she said, I think you mean sea lion.
I used to like to joke around with my dad a lot, and I said, "Hey, Dad, you know, technically you're a motherfucker. You get it?" And he said that he wasn't.
My my very first memory is when I was 2 years old, and my family went to the beach, and I was a crazy little kid, you know, a little toddler, and I got away from my parents just for a minute. I ran up to the water because it was so beautiful, so majestic, so vast. And I wanted to touch it. I wanted to play in it. I was 2 years old. I get in the water and it starts pulling me in, and it's stronger than I realized. I didn't understand danger back then wasn't something that got through to me. But my very first memory was those waves pulling me in. All my potential, everything I could be, this 2-year-old child was about to get pulled away into the ocean and lost forever. Everything I could be was about to be nothing. My father reached in and pulled me out the last second, right before I got pulled away. And he held me in his arms, and he saved everything I could be. He saved that child. And then I dropped out of college, and I smoke weed every day.
I was on my honeymoon in the Philippines, and my wife wanted to go out for dinner, so she curled her hair. I like curly, wavy hair, and she was looking absolutely gorgeous. So beautiful in this wonderful exotic place. And then a tsunami hit. There's damage everywhere, and it messed up her hair.
Have you ever seen the show Lost? Like all the way through? Like all the way through the show Lost? If you haven't, like, go watch it right now. I'll wait.
I don't have any real friends. He's my imaginary friend.
When I was in elementary school, we used to do earthquake drills. And one day the siren or whatever went off over to the loudspeaker, and we were all supposed to, I don't know, get under our desks or whatever. And we were all ready for that. No one was taking it very seriously until the ground started to shake. And we were terrified, you know. Suddenly, out of nowhere, an earthquake, a real earthquake. All we'd ever had any experience with were drills, you know. Fire drills, earthquake drills, intruder drills. That was all shit that never happened. It was something we drilled for because we had to, because adults were paranoid or for whatever reason. And everyone was under their desks. Everyone was terrified. Everyone was God, it was crazy. Kids were crying. Nobody knew what to do. The teacher was trying to keep everybody calm. The power went out. Dust started falling from the roof. We were scared shitless. We thought we were gonna die. And suddenly it stops. And we hear a knock on our classroom door. None of us know what to think. Is the earthquake gone? Is it stopped? Are we safe? And the door opens, and we hear a voice. Quentin, it said. You left your lunch on the counter. And turns out it was just Quentin's mom bringing his lunch to class.